lures that Jamie used was this MEP spinner for catching some great rainbow trout. This is a very versatile spinner here, and they come in different sizes. I've caught everything from pike to bass to muskie. Every fisherman should have one of these in their tackle box.
We got one. All right. You hit right in those weeds. And we had 2 hours before our flight, so got a little tip from the hotel saying that there was a lake right behind the hotel and there was some bass and trout in it. So Halifax is one of those cities that there's so many lakes and so many fishing opportunities that just couldn't stop fishing. So sometimes you get some local tips and it pays off just like that. Hey, little tiny smallmouth on the way to the airport, and we just had a fabulous time. Friendly people, and beautiful country, and smallmouth bass. Right, let's get another one. Fish on! We found a whole mess of smallmouth here. We must have caught 10 or 12 of them in about half an hour. They're smaller fish, but you know, these fish are a lot of fun. And for a lot of anglers down here in Halifax, smallmouth bass is not a very prized fish. You know, they grew up catching trout and salmon. These fish are not native to the area, so a lot of people feel that they disturb, you know, some of the bass habitat. But these fish, if you're a fan of smallmouth bass, the season opens in Halifax a lot early. It opens up in April. So you bass anglers in other areas with closed seasons, don't wait. Grab your rod, come down here to Halifax and catch some nice smallmouth like these. Lots of fish. These lakes in Halifax are just teeming with bass. There's so many fish here. Your kids can't get bored. If you want to come down here, catch some fish, just pack a small rod, you know, and if you're on vacation, try throwing a little travel rod inside your suitcase. It doesn't weigh a lot. Throw a few spinners and a spoon and maybe a crankbait in there, and you can catch a whole mess of fish. We caught 5 or 6 different species just with small spinners. So you don't need to bring a lot of equipment with you. You can throw in a little cheap rod in your suitcase, catch some beautiful smallmouth bass. There we go. Let's catch some more. Wow, as soon as that spinner hit the water, fish came up and just crushed my lure. Just about to get on our flight back home from Halifax. We had a fantastic trip and try to catch ourselves one more trout. Oh, these things caught fish all over the province, and we just had a fantastic trip. We walked from our hotel. Can you believe that? These lakes are so full of fish. We caught a bunch of bass. What a fantastic week we've had. We might be able to have time for one more cast. And our last trout, look at that. Beautiful fish. Special thanks to everybody in Halifax for having us down. Department of Fisheries treated us very well. And for all these great fish, I'm your host, Jamie Pastilli. Stay tuned next week for more Big City Fishing.
Big City Fishing was brought to you by Fisher Girl, Catch the Passion, and Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Nice work, Kyle.